Hey there, second grade. How's everybody doing today? So, get ready for another remote learning math activity with Mr. Enzi because today is going to be pretty fun. We are going to combine math and some physical activities because today's lesson is representing data, standing jumps. So, before we get started, I want to let you know what a standing broad jump is. And not only am I going to let you know what a standing broad jump is, but I'm going to challenge you to do some standing broad jumps and let me know how far you can jump. Let's watch the video. All right, second grade. Today for math, we're going to tie in a little physical activity. Today we're going to learn how to do something called a standing broad jump. So you're going to need some things in order to do this. If you have a tape measure at home, that will help you to see how far you can jump. Or you can also use some yardsticks. I want to show you what you're going to do with your materials. So if I had yardsticks, I'm going to find a starting point, and I'm just going to line up my yardsticks so that I can measure how far I'm going to jump. If I have a tape measure, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have my tape measure, and I'm going to stretch it out, and then I have my little area where I can see how far I jump. Now, in order to do a standing broad jump, my toes have to be right at my zero. I can't pass my zero mark. Now, when I start to jump, I can swing my arms to try and go as far as I can. All right, and when I land, I want to land nice and still. Now, I like to carry a penny with me also, because wherever I land, I'm going to put the penny, because it will help me to measure how far I jump. All right, let's see. I take my arms, I swing back, and I jump as far as I can. My penny I'm going to stick at the very back of my foot. Now, when I look at my measurement, Mr. Enzi jumped 50 inches. Now, you might say, well, wait a second, Mr. Enzi, that's only 14. Well, remember, I had 36 plus 14 gives me the 50. So I can use either the yardsticks or I can use a tape measure to figure out what my jump is. All right. So we're going to have an activity today where we're going to have to look at some broad jump numbers, but then I'm also going to want you to try some broad jumps and let me know how far you can jump. I went 50 inches. Can you beat me? I can't wait to see how you do. All right. So that was pretty cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little math activity before we get to our physical education. So I made up this chart. This is the Wedgwood School track team. And I have some jumpers on our track team. And I have how far they jumped, the standing jump length. And I totally made up these numbers just so that we can learn and have some fun. So I don't want you to get sad if your jump wasn't the furthest jump or anything like that. I totally made these numbers up. So we have Dean jumped 56 inches, Bryn jumped 54 inches, and Dom jumped 61 inches. Josh jumped 58 inches. Madeline jumped 60 inches. Isabel jumped 59 inches. Violet jumped 55 inches. And Joey jumped 63 inches. And what you're going to have is we're going to want to put those jumps in order from the shortest jump to the longest jump. So I'm going to want to check to see which of these numbers is the least, because that would be my shortest jump. So go ahead and check these numbers. What number is the least? Yep, 54 is the least. So I'm going to write that first. The number 54. Now, Bryn, I don't want you to get sad. Like I said, I totally just made up these numbers here. Who would come next? What number was the next number? Well, this time I see, I'm going to look at my 50s. I see 55 here by Miss Violet, so I'm going to go ahead and write 55 next. So there's my 55. And then who came next? So next, it looks like I have 56. That was Dean. 56. And then, if I keep looking, I see 58. I see 59. I see 60 and 61. So I'm going to add those numbers in order. 58, 59, 60, and we said 61. And then the only number left was 63, and that was Joey. And again, I made up all these numbers. What's the shortest jump length? Well, the shortest jump length was 54 inches. What's the longest jump length? Well, the longest jump is 63 inches. And then I have to find what is the difference between the longest jump and the shortest jump. So that's like saying 54 plus a missing number will equal 63. Or I can subtract 63 minus 54 will equal the missing number, or the difference. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds to try and figure that out. How many am I missing there? What's the difference? Well, if you guessed 9, you are correct. So let me tell you what your assignment is today. Today you're going to log into Seesaw, and you're going to have a little activity. And this is from a different track team. And the track team standing jump lengths is all listed. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put the inches of the jumps in order from shortest to longest. You're going to find what's the shortest jump. You're going to find what's the longest jump. And then you're going to find the difference between the longest jump and the shortest jump. And then you're going to do your own standing broad jumps. And I'm going to have another little sheet in Seesaw where you can write down how far you jumped. I can't wait to see if you can beat my jump of 50 inches, because that would mean you really jumped far. All right, my friends, have a great day. Log into Seesaw and get started.